Although the healer is competent enough in destruction magic to inflict a reasonable amount of damage himself, he is primarily a support class, and if his focus should be on buffing and healing his allies and casting the occasional fear spell if they get overwhelmed. The healer is also a skilled negotiator and merchant, able to get good deals on ingredients for the beneficial potions that he, for the most part, gives away to the elderly and infirm. The healer was born and lived in Morrowind for many years. When his people were forced to flee the fury of Red Mountain, he used his skills to assist the injured. Now, in this time of trouble and war, his skills are once again in high demand. Preferring not to take sides, he's chosen to travel throughout Skyrim, freely sharing his healing magics with any innocent ones caught in the middle of the conflict. I wore robes of restoration throughout my playthrough, and also picked up health and magicka regen jewelry. For my followers, I ultimately loaded them up with full sets of glass armor and weapons.
You're a fool! That's all you got. I've had enough of you! Not best. I'll see you burn.
Okay, let's take a quick look at the perks that I picked for the healer. So let's start with Restoration, since that's the main skill that the build uses. The main thing here is healing of yourself and keeping your allies alive, right? We are a support skill, a support class. So we've got Warrior's Flame, which periodically gives you, restores both magicka and stamina, and then with Sacred Flame, health as well to you or your allies, and also can damage hostile targets by the same amount. Battle Cleric, adds armor, so either armor and magic resistance, either to you and your allies, or reducing that. Again, Eternal Flame just makes it last longer. Over here we've got Overflowing Cup, so that if I cast a health spell while my health is already at full, it gives me, it fortifies my health. This one, dual casting a healing spell on myself, so if I'm taking damage, I cast a dual cast a healing spell on myself. It also heals my allies within 20 feet, and that is the main reason that I actually took the dual casting perk. Wheel of Life, just more healing, gradually accumulates ambient life force and releases it to you by health. 100 points every 30 seconds, and Enduring Ideal just increases that by 25% and speeds up the process. I did take Edgewalker, and that was more important early on when I was taking damage, and then as I got lower in health, my restoration spells worked better. But I mainly took it for respite so that I could improve, boost up my own stamina and those of my allies. And Tome of Many Pages I took just to see what it was. Not really necessary for the build at all. But it gives you all of these spells, these tome spells, so that you can temporarily boost any of your skills. That's kind of neat. Alteration is pretty straightforward, just reducing the cost, increasing the length of time that it works, and that was for my flesh spells, so mage armor there, because we don't wear any armor. Destruction is fairly lightly perked as well, because the healer is competent in destruction, but not, some kind of elementalist. So I basically just took the reduction in cost spell perks, as well as increasing the power, and went up, got a couple of perks for making fire spells more powerful. And that is pretty much that. I just took this. That was kind of neat. Elemental spells cost less in favorable weather, but I did it so I could get Robe of Magi for more powerful spells. Illusion's another key part of the build, because we need it to buff our followers with courage and rally. So again, I did the mastery perks to reduce the cost, dual casting so that it lasts longer, and also if I wanted to use occasionally a fear spell, that'll help it to affect higher level characters. Imposing Presence and Commanding Presence. Now, you could argue that these are not really appropriate for a healer. They would work better for some sort of, a crusader or something like that has followers. But I tried it out, and it worked pretty good. This one just makes it that anybody that is under the effect of a spell, it is more powerful. And anyone within 40 feet, illusion spells are more powerful and last longer. So again, that affected my followers as well as anybody that I cast fear spells on. I didn't use Calm very much, but this was nice. It just made it that anybody I cast Calm on became weaker to both magic and physical attacks. Commanding Presence, again, allied creatures and people within 20 feet get extra attack damage and critical chance, and a boost in their armor and magic resistance. And actually, this played in really, really strongly. So they had the magic resistance of 20% here, and another 20% on their shield. So they were able to basically walk through, flames and lightning being cast at them by mages without any big problems, really. Alchemy is mostly for roleplay, because you are a healer, so I made potions and gave them away to whoever would allow me to give them to them. But I did use stimulants, pick up the stimulants perk mainly for magic. So I would have a magic regeneration potion, and then this would just increase my magic regeneration even more. Speech is also fairly key because the healer is, needs to deal with patients and needs to buy ingredients so that they can make the potions that they give away. So they need to get as good a deal on that as possible. So I just went all the way up the tree in the mercantile side of things. So investor, fence I didn't actually use, but I wanted trade prints for the extra 1,000 in gold.